So I just finished watching the MrBeast Beast Games Season 2 of Beast Games made by MrBeast, and I gotta say, dude, this could be the most show of all time. Hola everyone, my name is Nando, and I'm tired, severely tired, but I have my coffee right next to me as I'm here to watch review with you all of MrBeast Games Season 2. Now, Beast Games is a reality competition show. You know, you do challenges, you win the competition, and you get some money, and then the government, who didn't get to participate in the challenge, but they still get to take your money. Every episode is nearly or over an hour long, and there's like 10 episodes. Yay! So we have like 200 contestants for the show because MrBeast probably realized how dumb it was to bring 1,000 people to a show. Because yeah, that's cool, we broke a record for most participants in a match, but there's too many people to be in this game, so let's just cut half of the competition already in one match. So like, right off the bat, that was certainly a choice. So episode 1 focuses on the introduction to the show and showing the contestants' personalities, aka feel bad for these people. Look at the tragedies that they're facing.
I'm buying a Lambo, buying a house, rest is going straight on black.
So in those 200 participants, they're split into 2 groups, one team being the strong team, while the other group are called the smart people. Yes, that is literally what they're categorized as. So the first game had 100 contestants go down a trapdoor and climb down to get some color blocks that are attached to some weights without falling, and then having to match the colors that are instructed of them. Only 50 could survive, but many have failed. One of which landed on their damn heads. My gosh, lady, please go check a doctor. It was all down to this last contestant named Sonia, who was struggling to climb back up, and there was a lot of hype to keep her in the competition, one of which showed footage of her admitting that she's doing this competition for her 3 children.
I got 3 kids, I'm here to pay for their colleges.
And that gave her enough motivation to push through and climb back and finish the round. Now it's the smart people's turn, and their game is just to memorize the blocks that MrBeast places for them. It was like the least emotional gripping competition in the show so far, as it was just the contestants stressing over some blocks.
I don't have a degree in memory.
What is your degree in?
I have 8, so which one do you want to know about?
Okay, girl. Okay, girl. Yo, she's been waiting to say that for her entire life. MrBeast would then take his contestants to his own city called Beast City. To accompany the contestants, the strong people got their own gym set, while the smart people, get this, they got a library. Get it, guys? Because that's what smart people do to get smart. They just read books. All day, every day. But the city was built so that the contestants build relationships with each other, and thus it helps create drama later. Everyone's trying to build friendships, while there's just one duo that's trying to rekindle something special between each other. And while others were adoring it, one guy just didn't appreciate it.
Oh, exactly what to stay away from. The little love couple. Don't go to that team, man. Love couple's going down
I'm curious,
tomorrow.
what do you have against them?
I don't like their little love couple nonsense.
Dude, what did they do to you? He doesn't even know them, and he's already like, screw their love nonsense. Screw him, I don't trust them. I don't trust them one bit. Why? Don't ask me why. They're dead to me. So before the next competition, MrBeast, he goes, oh my gosh, he's doing the money luring thing again. Oh my gosh, he did not learn his lesson. This was like one of his biggest criticisms of the last season, where every challenge he kept luring his contestants with money. All the time. It was getting egregious. But at least this one came with a twist, as each bodyguard that's behind these briefcases will replace the contestant that chooses to take the bribe. And the bodyguards revealed themselves to be the biggest ops from the first season. They were either the toughest competitors or the most downright evil. 406, who was known in season 1 for gaslighting a woman so bad till she was crying to eliminate herself in a game that they were in together. But now the drama arises as her husband is now playing the game in season 2. Episode 2 had one of the contestants accept the bribe, and they have chosen Dino to enter in. Dino was mostly known to the audience from season 1 as he rejected $1 million to help save his team from elimination, only to then have his own teammate get him eliminated later. So I'd recommend no one should align with him, because my man has probably lost all trust issues in life right now. Another contestant took the bribe and brought in Gage, who's known for doubling the prize pool from last season, from taking it from $5 million to $10 million. And spoiler, He didn't even win. And one contestant brought in Jeff, who was the season 1 winner. They also have this character named JC, who was known for being in the game in season 1, where he had to share money with these contestants, and he took more than everyone else. Granted, he did it to pay his mortgage, but he was still highly hated from the show. Hell, even MrBeast wanted him to know that he was selfish for doing so, because they have him create the shot for the show. And, spoiler, they show the shot a lot. And when another contestant gave in, the husband, named Austin that I mentioned before, has been begging the contestants to pick Kareem, the guy who hurt his wife. Because this man wants nothing more than to have the opportunity to get revenge for his wife. Now that's husband material right there. And Kareem had no business caring for what he did.
And if you want to cause a little chaos, pick me. Thank you.
So for the next game, led the contestants to choose between 4 corners on what games they want to play, and most of the contestants laughed because lol, MrBeast said balls.
Game of balls.
Balls. Grown adults, by the way. So the people that chose to play balls go up first. Balls is just basically dodgeball. You just hit someone with the ball and they're out, but there's a red line that changes each round that decides on what team you're in. And if you touch any of the red, you're eliminated. And if you weren't friends with anyone or weren't trusted to lead the team for the next round, good luck because you were cooked. There was one girl and another guy that were alone together to go up against a whole group of people, but the group wanted to keep the one guy in, so the whole army just went, everyone, get her! And they were throwing their hearts out at her to get her out. And guess what? It didn't even matter because the guy they wanted to keep eliminated himself anyway. The next round had one girl stood alone and the group had trust in her and wanted to keep her in. But Akira, who was a season 1 contestant and was known for eliminating the most people in the game, he didn't care about trust whatsoever as he eliminated her straight up. And everyone in that group wanted Akira gone.
I think Akira is finito. You are done, brother.
Whoa.
Next round. See ya, Akira.
And no joke, the next round Akira was left all by himself against so many people while his teammate wanted him gone as well. And yet everyone threw their balls at Akira and everyone missed. Akira was one dude and he missed every shot. Aura. This dude? Aura. Full on aura! He did get eliminated later, but my man was a hitman and became the biggest op all in just one round. What a character! Also in the first season of Beast Games, Akira personally challenged Kareem in a trivia elimination match because he and many others were sick of how he was treating the other players. And then Akira went on to win that challenge, but before Kareem was eliminated, MrBeast personally offered Akira $50,000 to give Kareem another shot, but Akira declined because he wanted to make a point and kick this douchebag out. What a goat! Akira, you will be missed. We're now in a game of bluff where everyone has a color on the back of their head and they need to trust someone to tell them on what their color is, but if they lie to that person and that person chooses the wrong color, then they're out. And Austin really hammers this in.
If you really want to get someone out, there's a simple choice here. And that's Kareem, number 406. Kareem and his brother Hazem gaslit my wife on national television to get her out. I recommend we just don't talk to him.
Get this guy out. Look what he did to my wife. Is the only kind of sentence that this man can form. Which ended up working as nobody cared to tell Kareem what his color was and he got eliminated. Justice has been served for my boy Austin and his wife.
Oh, Kareem's out. Let's go.
But as the game goes on, everyone in the game kept being honest to each other. Like, too honest with each other. Then no one was really getting eliminated and it was really upsetting MrBeast. So he had to play his big plan B, which is just, I'm gonna pick your number out of paper and you're out. Which is certainly the lamest way to eliminate people. And this sadly led to Austin being eliminated, which is such a shame, but my boy went out avenging his wife, so he's a real winner in my book. Episode 3 had 50 participants splitting up into teams of 5 and going up against each other in an obstacle course, and this blue and white team went up against each other, and the first team to succeed with 3 points wins the game. White team had the first lead as one of the blue team members went down on the water. Then in the second round, blue team decided to use their most athletic member of the team, and that member used their turn to just wait. until the white team failed the obstacle course. Yes, that was their actual plan. So while the white team was moving, blue team was just chilling, waiting until the white team failed, and then the white team won the second round. You're the most athletic member in your team, and you wasted it on stalling?
Were you betting she was gonna fall?
No, I was focused on my own thing, not paying attention to her. My bad, y'all.
I think that might have been the worst strategy I've ever seen.
The white team won, by the way. Good job, Sydney. Well done. And what makes it worse for her was that when the next two teams went for the next round, the blue team waited for the white team to take their turn, and the white team fell and got eliminated. Which is so unfortunate for her, but you can't lie, this is hilarious. We also get what is probably MrBeast's favorite game called Captain Bribe. AKA, it's where he gets to bribe people with more money. Where the team has to trust someone to accept MrBeast's money bribe, because if the captain accepts, the captain's teammates get eliminated. And the other team was really hesitant to not let JC in. We see what you did before. And I'm sure you've seen this video go viral already, but JT from the pink team chose to take $1 million, and one of the teammates named Mia was not having it.
JT, you slimy. I'd have gave you some money if you was that desperate. You look real bad in front of God, in front of your comrade on this team. You look super bad. We don't respect you no more. I don't got nothing to say for you.
She's gonna get a voodoo doll of this man and wish nothing but hell upon him.
JT, you're a bum.
But even while JT's team were disappointed in him, you wanna know who was supportive for him?
Hey, I'm proud of you, brother. That takes a lot of courage.
Of course, it's the guy that was known for taking more money from his team is gonna support this man's decision. And there was this game that had people looking around Beast City, I can't believe I just said that in a sentence, where 10 contestants have to find 10 cannonballs so that they could be granted a chance to win an island. And when traveling to the island, they were then greeted by Survivor host Jeff Probst, who is mostly known for the infamous reality show known as Survivor. I've never watched Survivor growing up, but I've heard about it, so this must excite someone. And there's really no stakes to it whatsoever. It's just a side quest to get an island, and if you don't get the island, big whoop, you're still in the game for the $5 million. But even when this felt like filler to me, this saga in the show is so important for the rest of the episodes. So in one of the island challenges, the contestants were given a challenge to hold onto a pole and not fall down in the sand. And when nobody was going down, what did MrBeast? If you said bribe the contestants with money, you win $1 million.
JC, come on out. Do you yell or do you normally just like, it's normal?
No, you know what I've noticed is when you're actually in control, you don't need to yell.
Oh.
You could see the absolute embarrassment and spirit being crushed from Jimmy over there.
JC, come on out, please.
Bro's already regretting giving this guy a cameo. It all goes down to Ian and JC, and the contestants had to decide on who gets the island, and both men were not given the best case, as Ian is known to be competitive and manipulative in the game, and JC, man, they love dogpiling on JC by showing the shot of him. And there's no way of JC winning this, as Ian is doing this because he has a family, and everyone just sees JC as a freaking rat. So everyone, and I literally mean everyone, voted for Ian. Not a singular soul gave JC a chance.
We love you, JC.
Hey, proud of you, JC. You're a fighter.
No, you don't. This whole show has been you guys not trusting him in the slightest. When he's done his part in the show. Like, I understand why you guys feel this way, but oh my gosh, I think the guy gets it. But now it seems the contestants are now more forced to stick with JC, as MrBeast gave him the golden coin. That if JC survives the top 6 in the competition, if he flips the coin and gets it right, the prize pool doubles from $5 to $10 million. And you know damn well that people are dreading for the fact that they have to stick with this guy again. And it gets funny for episode 5 is everyone that didn't get on the island thought JC was going to win by a landslide because they think that Ian was nothing but a villain. Aw, it's nice to see JC have somewhat of a supportive team. But to JC, this was his golden opportunity, as he kind of drove this idea to try and create a civil war with the island people. dropping some tea towards the Beast City people about how aligned the island people are together. Even going to the island people to talk about how manipulative Ian has been acting towards them. Like my bro went from being the least liked in the show to being the freaking puppet master. And honestly, I live for that mentality. But MrBeast, the man that was already heartbroken from having to spend $10 million instead of $5 million from the first season due to the coin, now tries to convince JC to sell the coin away. And how does Ian Viewson bribe this man with money? Then oh my gosh, you would be rolling your eyes as much as I was watching this. Now we have this new challenge that was from the first season of the show where 3 people get handcuffed and only 1 needs to be convinced to be eliminated. And there's this guy Ethan, the guy who was convinced to drop down his pole because Ian convinced him to let him win, who was also told by Ian to vote for him to get the island as he was trustworthy for his team and would self-eliminate if he had to. Now he confronts Ian about potentially teaming up together because Ian made it his word about self-eliminating himself, and Ian dodged him and teamed with other people. This guy is a demon! A demon! So in one of the groups had these guys, August, Nick, and Vance. And both August and Nick want Vance gone. Like they ain't trying to show how much they want this man dropped.
Now, August, between me and you, brother.
I want you to pick your right arm up if you want Vance eliminated.
Wait. Oh, yeah.
So they decided to get every contestant to decide on who's the nicest and who's more reliable. And of course, Nick and August were more showcase characters in the show, while Vance wasn't really building much connection with everyone.
Bye, Vance. It's your last night here. It was not great spending time with you.
So of course, Nick and August got majority of the vote, and Vance had to then accept his elimination.
Wait for me. One of you guys. Thanks, Vance. What's up, dude?
Big time players make big time plays in big time games.
Lying ass snakes. Now, speaking of more snakes, Ian, while lying, manipulating all of his contestants, goes through all this effort to then have his fate decided through rock, paper, scissors, to which he lost. He was then forced into a corner to eliminate himself, and they had to remind him that, hey, remember you made it your word to self-eliminate yourself. And this dude had no choice but to accept his fate.
True, genuine human being. Deserves the world.
Girl, he was gonna manipulate you out the game if he had the chance. Calm yourself. JC also lost in a game of cards, but even though this means he was supposed to be eliminated, this mother flipping puppet master is all like, yeah, I'm eliminated now, but then you don't get this coin. You don't get your 10 million. He was even relying on Jim's girlfriend Monica to convince Jim to eliminate himself, as him and Monica will take care of the competition. But even when he tried, JC accepted his fate to be eliminated. Which, you know, top contender. Top contender, you can't lie. Bro went from being the most hated person in the game to then controlling the whole show in his hands. That's a character. But he still wanted to go out looking strong, so he gave the coin to Monica. So the stakes are still at play, and the contestants send their love to JC, hopefully closing the book that the show can stop positioning him as this backstabbing rat. But MrBeast, not liking that someone still has the coin, say it with me now. The next game had contestants having to hold on to some rope, and whoever won this in the next game could decide on who gets eliminated in the game. So Monica won that, which happened because she told one of the contestants named Braylee that she'd save her in the game, and Braylee took her word, but little did she know.
You know I've stood by everything I've said here. I'm gonna keep doing it.
Yep. Nick also won the next game, so they both got to decide on who gets eliminated, and Braylee went out first. She was out first. This whole show was her trusting all the snakes, these snakes that were ready to take her out if given the chance. Like, man, that's maddening. And the cherry on top is that Braylee thought that she was safe because she believed that she had the deepest connection with Monica. But Monica, for whatever reason, had to reassure that she absolutely had no connection with Braylee whatsoever. All that trust, all that love broken in just an instant. And then after, they took Tyler out, who Braley was fighting to keep. Monica had swore that she'd keep him.
If she can save Jim, I will save Tyler. I've got your back. I've got Tyler's back. You know I've stood by everything I've said here. I'm going to keep doing it.
Which Monica admits that she did to get rid of the tougher competition, but what the hell did Braley do to Monica, man? For episode 7, there was a really sweet moment where MrBeast had sent in all the contestants' family members to help support them for getting into the top 10, which is so adorable. They've been gone from their family and friends for over a month now, and I think they really need a moment for this because, you know, they're trapped in MrBeast's hellhole of Bruce City.
Well, the military usually does this right before they send people to war.
And actually, he's not far off.
Hey, what? No. MrBeast, my man, you've gone too far. He's way too chill to be admitting that he's literally taking these contestants to war. It's like we're being sent to war. Actually, he's not far off. What? But the contestants seeing all of their families was nothing more than a setup. So MrBeast sends these contestants to his Beast Games graveyard, where it's literally filled with every contestant that was eliminated. Which is so mentally messed up, man. Like, MrBeast, man, this visual. Like, I think your contestants understand the guilt that they feel with removing these people off the game. Stop making them feel bad when they already are.
All others played it too safe.
She's not even going.
Sydney having a grave say that she was too slow is such a bold statement. Like, bro, she wasn't even slow. Because she wasn't even moving to begin with. Legends say she's still waiting for her opponent to fall in the water. So the next game had every contestant buried alive.
The guards burying all these contestants alive is a well-oiled machine. It's like a conveyor belt just shoveling dirt. This is so cool to watch.
I think that's like the last thing you should be saying while you're burying your contestants alive. So they're going to do this game that they did last season where everyone has to split $1 million, but Nick gets to decide on who goes first and onwards, and the contestants can take whatever they want. And who do they show an example of to show on what happens if you act selfish in the game and take more money? Yep, Jay-Z is still taking the bait once again. Jimmy, my boy, tell your editing team to leave him alone. So Nick has to contemplate on how much he's going to take from the cash prize because he's been trusted the most by everyone. Everyone knows that he's going to go first and they love this guy, so the pressure is getting to him. Because he also wants to be a good sport, but he also struggles financially and lives in his car. And this show really wants you to know on how much everyone trusts Nick.
Nick's been a key player this whole time. We've all talked about this. We've all deserved to be here. It's a way that we can all walk away with something to help our families out. So I trust him.
Nick, we picked you for a reason. I know that it's not going to be like season 1 where the second person that they picked took $200,000.
I love Nick. Nick is the perfect captain for this.
Dude, I literally think there's a 0% chance he takes more than $100,000.
Everyone thinks that he's gonna go for $100,000 as everyone can get an even split as there's 10 contestants, which is why Nick took $250,000. And he tried telling his friend August that he did, but he's like, nah, he did it. He just did it. There's no way. Now look at him after he found out. Bro is in disbelief. He thought his day one was humble. So August, even while feeling betrayed, he didn't want to follow that trend and took 83 grand as that will be the split between 9 people. If people follow through. Tyler heard that Nick chose his family over himself and so...
Oh gosh. Oh, I'm nervous to ask. What's the number?
It's all of it.
Really?
No, I'm kidding.
The goosebumps I had when he said that. But Tyler decided to be a good sport and go for $100,000. But Brent came in to take $250,000 too. Oh my gosh. Holy moly. But afterwards, Nick told his last buddy, Corey, that he took $250,000. Keep in mind, he told his own group of what he did, but afterwards, he's telling no one else afterwards. Keeping his honesty with the group, but also wanting to screw up the other enemy team. Corey was in a drought, so he took $47,000. Monica gets disappointed by seeing the number, but don't worry, she trusts Nick because he wouldn't do such a thing.
I don't believe that it was Nick. I do trust him.
MrBeast then sees this opportunity and was like, yo, You want some more money? Offering $500,000 and still offering the group's prize pool. But after much convincing, Monica takes the 500 grand and gives the coin away. But in a twist, she doesn't take any of the group's prize pool as a way to set an example for the group. And she won't tell people that she sold the coin so that more people depend on her, which is just... big brain play over here.
It's Monica's villain arc season.
So everyone piled up together and Nick admitted what he did, and rightfully everyone was upset and betrayed. Britt did the same and Corey rightfully so called them out for it because while everyone has a struggle, so do they. What they took hurt their share of what they can give back to their family. But Monica, my girl, Oscar level performance. She bowls her eyes out, and without revealing that she took $500,000 and sold the coin, she admitted that she took nothing from the pile and just took nothing. And look at the reactions. JC walks so that Monica could run.
Take $0, bro, so the three of us could make more. Selfless.
Cinema. That's cinema. So Monica told her boyfriend Jim everything, and bro loves his girl to death. Like literally throughout this entire show, Jim shows his absolute love for Monica.
And I'm just really glad that we could share this experience together and come out of this thing with maybe something that's even more valuable than $5 million. I think you're the cutest girl in Beast City. At the end of the day, who I'm riding for is you.
Thank you.
If I self-eliminate for you, you're my sugar mama for life.
I might self-eliminate for you. I'll do whatever it takes to make sure that she goes as far as she possibly can.
If it came down to it, I think she's got a better shot than I do.
I'm happy he's found his woman, so he's keeping the secret to the grave. And he's letting his girl take control of everyone on the show. Just such couple goals. So the next game is people vote for who they want for the next round, and to make sure that the stakes are high, MrBeast will show off how much money people made from their share. And MrBeast, he ain't no snitch because he still shows everyone that Monica took nothing from her share of the money. But August? Oh, he's onto her. Because he remembers that MrBeast always tried to bribe JC and Monica every round to get that coin, but yet, for this round, she's yet to be persuaded, and that's what made him clock that she's scummy.
Hey, Monica.
How you doing?
Kind of scared, to be honest. What about you?
I have some unfortunate news for you.
Yeah, what is that?
I do know you sold the coin.
I literally didn't sell the coin.
Monica, I know you sold the
I
coin.
literally did not.
Jim pretty much told me.
Tell me you did not get goosebumps from hearing that. Dude, he's bluffing, but he still cooked her big. And he's blackmailing both her and Jim, and that if he doesn't get invited to the next round, he snitching. Bro's been screwed over too many times, and he's no longer playing. Tyler was the first one voted by everyone, as he's literally the most trustworthy out of everyone right now. This girl, Hannah, bribed Jim and Monica with all of her prize money just so they vote for her, which is such a big play, but it worked out as she got in. And now because of that, Jim has now become Mr. Krabs because he's only giving votes to people that give him the highest bid. Which, you know, respect this guy. He found a girlfriend and he's getting a big bag. Like, bro is the real winner so far in this. Monica's cashing in votes by constantly pretending not to cry. So many people were trusting Nick with their money and life to vote for them, and now he's nearly at 400k. Now it's down to one less member that can go into the next round, and Britt gave Jim $30,000 to have Jim vote for him, and honestly, is that man insane? Throughout this whole show, Jim has been a lover boy for Monica. How can you have any trust that this man is gonna vote for anyone that's not his freaking girlfriend?
He's gonna vote for Monica. We don't know.
Yeah, he will. I'm voting for you.
That's his fault. That's his fault. He should have seen that coming. Monica and Britt are now tied with votes, and it's all decided on Nick to decide on who goes through, and the person he chooses is...
The person that I'm locking in, the person I'm voting for is...
Thank you for your vote.
Yep. A cliffhanger. We gotta wait till the next episode, which is the last episode of the show, to show up. Well, actually, you don't gotta wait. You're watching this whole in full. I gotta wait another week for this. I binge watched all 9 episodes. So I'll catch you guys later when that comes up. Ciao for now. Hola everyone. So I tried recording my review for the 10th episode of Beast Games, but then I realized that half an hour in, that my audio was really loud and echoey, destroying all the process that I had made. So what you're seeing is me trying to give an explanation over everything, but my audio was still the same. But luckily I was able to get it fixed, so enjoy. So hi, hola, my name is Nano. Take 2. On my review of episode 10. Dear gosh. So Nick has made his decision and the person he chooses is Brett. Brett. Damn, really, Brett? Like, really? I really thought Monica was gonna go through. And then now I'm gonna get comments like, oh, but Nando, this is good because she was really manipulative. I don't care. She's easily the most interesting character in this. I wanted to see Monica and August mess around with each other, but no, Nick screwed up the show. Again! Either way though, Monica has nothing to lose, so she got on the mic and admitted that she sold the coin for $500,000. And ironically, Monica is calling Nick out for not being trustworthy.
I was honest about the money I made that night. You weren't. And you lost because of it.
Like, I'm no fan of Nick, but he's right. Look at what you did throughout the show. You can't talk for shit. So for the final game, all the players had to find a spot that they wanted to be placed in.
Hannah, what are you thinking?
For whatever reason, I feel pulled towards Corey being next to me.
I see how it is, Hannah.
My brother took that personally. She said in the most respectful way that she does not want to be anywhere near that man. So this final round is kicking the soccer ball into the players' hearts and they get eliminated. Mostly everyone took a light shot because they all wanted to be friendly with each other. And then all of a sudden, everyone wanted to get their piece at Jack.
I'm just gonna go for the middle one. Jack, it's nothing personal.
I will continue at Jack.
Jack, I'm gonna shoot at yours.
I'm still probably gonna go after Jack.
Am I the only person that's being targeted?
Keep in mind, Jack has been one of the nicest guys in the show, and they're just all going after my boy. What did my boy do? So then, of course, Jack gets eliminated. He was heartbroken because he was nice to everyone, and he got targeted by mostly everyone. And to be honest, I too would be heartbroken if I spent over a month in a YouTuber city just to lose $5 million over a game that you probably played in PE. Then everyone begins to target Hannah as she's seen as the lesser threat.
I get that it's a game and it's not personal, but it sucks.
I'm sorry. Is this you?
I will continue at Jack.
So we must feel bad for you for being targeted, but you were completely okay with joining the bandwagon of everyone else trying to target Jack? Get out of here! And so Tyler, who was highly pressured by August to go for Hannah, kind of felt bad for Hannah.
But it is a sucky feeling to have the entire cast gang up against you. I will continue at Jack.
And shot for August, to which he did, and August got eliminated. Keep in mind, August gave all of his money away just to be in this final round, and now his own buddy took him out, which... that is such a shame. And it hurts even more to admit that even though he got his justice with Monica to not go through to the final round, Monica is still going to be leaving with Jim with over $600,000. She was a snake and she was rewarded for it. So for the next round, it's now changed to the players having to hold on to some rope, but if they want, they can solve a stack of blocks from memory. And if they do so correctly, they can eliminate someone from the game. Britt took the challenge and Corey helped him win it? Which is crazy that he wants to help a guy that literally contributed to taking $250,000. He literally screwed you over. But I guess it helped as it led Britt to eliminating Hannah. The next round was the take the bribe challenge. The money goes up and either three can take the bribe in exchange of being eliminated. Bribing people with money, eh? My gosh, I wonder who thought of that idea. Britt took the bribe of $1 million, satisfied that he can now help with his family, leaving Britt to now happily jump to his death in peace. And so for the final game, Tyler and Corey now face off in a game where one man needs to hide the $5 million check in one of the briefcases and they need to guess on where the $5 million is. And Corey absolutely needs to win this because look at his money compared to Tyler. Bro is so cooked if he loses. And they both kept getting each other's briefcases wrong so many times to the point that Corey just decided, wait, I can't let this guy read me on where he thinks the briefcases is. So guess what? I won't even know where I put the money in. So Corey closes his eyes to put the briefcase into whatever his mind felt so that Tyler couldn't read him. And guess what? It worked! That is probably the best, most riskiest idea that you've probably played, and it worked out tremendously. But the final winner was finally decided, as the winner of the $5 million is... Tyler! Woo! My boy won the game! Which, you know, is tragic for Corey because he got screwed over big time and he has to go home with only $17,000, while Tyler would have still gone home with $100K. But look, we can't shame on Tyler because he literally won these games in the most honest and respectful way possible. He played the games right, he was beloved by everyone, and didn't try to screw anyone over, except for August. Oh, my boy August. Tyler was just the right winner. There was nice videos playing regarding the players revealing to their families about winning it big, which is just so lovely and touching. I wish nothing but the best for these guys. And that was Beast Game Season 2. Now, what did I think of it? Well, you guys saw how invested I was. This show had me hooked. Did it have its flaws? Yeah! Spoiler, MrBeast, stop bribing people with money! It is overdone! I give this show a high 8 out of 10. This is just not some MrBeast glazed propaganda. This is generally just my honest opinion. Monica, I think, is one of my favorite characters on the show because of how she went from, oh, she's in that couple in the show, and then she just turned into the plot twist villain this whole time, from how she created a complex plan that had her outsmarting and controlling everyone around her. The biggest criticism I've seen from the show is the amount of cliffhangers, and literally, yes, every episode ends on a cliffhanger, which, yes, I get it, gets you hooked into the next episode, but when it's in every episode, it gets to the point. But that's everything, guys. If you guys want me to review another reality show, and let me know down below. Like the videos, it truly helps the channel out, and subscribe as we've hit 100 subscribers. This was a big goal of mine to hit when creating this channel, as this was just a make or break for me on whether I should continue on with this channel. So thank you guys so much for watching. I'm tired. I'm gonna take a nap now. Thank you so much, and until next time, cheers.